Hello and welcome back to the Nords. I've had a few questions in the comments asking about magic and why we focus on it. We focused on it in our legacies, our culture, in terms of who educates our children, the men at arms. There's a whole bunch of things that we've looked at for magic, but we don't use the system quite as much as we should or could potentially use it. Now, the reason why I've been focusing so much on magic is it's a new system, it's a cool system, it's something I want to engage with, and I want to give me more reasons to engage with it. If I make it so that we have 3 permanent rituals, for instance, for finishing our legacies, that is going to make it so that I constantly want to get more rituals, right? It's going to increase the value of having access to them, because I can now take 3 of them. If I make it so that mage men-at-arms units are good through our culture, it's gonna make it so that I'm more invested in getting mage men-at-arms units. It's gonna, again, force some engagement. If I educate our children to be good with magic, it's gonna make it so that our characters are also good at magic, and it's gonna increase the range of spells that we can access. All of these things are gonna stack and give us more ways to engage, and I think that's something that we want to be going with. Now, I could have just gone, hey, actually, I don't care about that. What we're going to do is we're going to take stuff in our legacies that makes us good at combat. We're going to take things in our legacies that makes people like us. It's going to solve our money issue, our troops issue, and we're just going to steamroll the rest of the game, and that's the way we're going to go. But I'm more interested in exploring the mod and what it has to offer, because, you know, that's kind of the point of this playthrough. So, anyway, now we've talked about that, I think it's time for us to think about what to do. I believe we were looking at Sancrator and seeing whether they would be a potential good place for us to attack. They're kind of just here, alone. It seems like they would be fairly easy to take, and I don't really see a reason not to. I think we have a truce with Redoran currently, and we're not strong enough to take on Redoran, Halu, or Telvanni, so it would seem to me like this would be a sensible thing to do. Especially if we can maybe holy war it, because that could maybe get us some of this devotion, and I think they're the only people of their religion. Yeah, pretty much the only people of their religion around. I mean, there's like this guy here, but like overall they've got 9,000 troops. It's not really anything that we're going to be caring about. So, let's see what we can do. We can't do holy wars. Well, that's going to make it easy enough to choose whether or not to do a holy war then. We could conquer duchy. That would get us the whole thing. That seems good. So that's 750. Have we got anything else? We got a claim for not very much. Conquer kingdom doesn't matter to me at all. Yeah, let's try conquer duchy. Yeah, I think that's going to be a good one for us. Now the question is, do we want to do it now or do we want to wait a little bit? I don't see any reason to... Well, you know what? I see a reason to wait. We have to wait for our autocratic vassals to not be stronger than us. There we go. We'll do that and then we'll declare the war. Cool. Hey, this person likes us. Oh, another suggestion that we got, actually, which is kind of cool, is a suggestion was to use Charm, if we have it, on vassals who, on powerful vassals who don't like us. And then potentially that'll get us them to pay me more money, or we could convert their religion, or so on and so forth. Let me just see if we have anybody who fits. I don't think we have anybody who actually fits what we need here. Like this guy, we could probably Charm, and he'll start paying us money, so this guy is probably good. But I was hoping like someone like this we could change. So I was hoping that we could maybe change her, try and get her to like us more. But yeah, they're just not quite close enough to actually like us. Yeah, so let's maybe just do a little charm on this guy if we've got charm. I think we've got charm. Yeah, so if I do a grand charm here, that's going to make this guy like us, and it's going to make him pay us more money. Seems like a good idea. Oh yes, one other thing that people were saying, you can change your prelate. I actually can't even check this because it's not here right now. We cannot change our prelate freely. The reason why we cannot change our prelate freely is because our prelate has to be somebody who speaks the Dovazul language. And there's a very, very small amount of people in the game who actually speak that language. Therefore, we don't actually have that many prelates available to us. I think every other time we've checked, we have 0. So if we happen to get a low roll on this, we can't just change it to somebody else. But right now, 20 learning is pretty good. Right. That person, or these two are now not seen as stronger than us. What's this one? That's not stronger than us. Okay, let's wait a month. And then when this goes away, we can declare the war. As plate after plate of food is brought into the Great Hall, an unmistakable smell reaches me and I smile. That my confident sister, Keely, is sensitive to lemon is something I sadly forgot to tell the cook. I bid you all welcome, and I pray that you find the food to your liking. So we can make her my rival. I don't really think I want to do that. Or I can gain a favour on her. Let's just gain a favour. Why not? I don't really think we need to make her a rival. Ooh. I was clicking in the corner there. I wasn't just like sitting here waiting. The game had a huge pause. Anyway. The guests fell silent as grieving chords started resonating in the feast hall. Some of the more sensitive participants started sobbing while reminiscing those who departed just too soon as the bard continued singing this song of lost love upon stormy seas. This woeful song instantly reminds me of the time when my father, Yod, died under mysterious circumstances. While hearing this song, I could feel my tears falling from my cheek against my will. No one shares my burden, I am truly alone. So we just gain a straight up 123 stress. There's nothing we can do about this. We just hit a stress level. Like, we have no way to lower that. And we gained melancholic. That's horrible. That was absolutely horrible. Okay. Well, wanton desires. I can become a worshipper of Hermaeus Mara again if I wanted to. You know what? Sure. Why not? I'll become a secret worshipper of them. Lowered my stress. Again, really long time in the game for that to actually close that pop-up. Interesting. Okay. So, now we're making 16 instead of 14. Nobody thinks that they're stronger than us. I think it is time for us to attack Sancrator. No new allies, weaker than last time we looked, probably don't have any holy orders. Oh yeah, another thing people were talking about, holy orders. Why do we not just found a holy order? Would that not be good? Well, one, we can't because we don't have a high enough level of devotion. Didn't actually know that before we went in here. But my other point about a holy order is I always feel a little bit weird about getting them, right? Because holy orders effectively require you to spend your gold on troops that are only available in a certain amount for a certain amount of time. I would always think in my head that it's better to spend gold on like improving our holdings, right? Like on upgrading something over here, or you know, buying a new castle, all of that sort of stuff, instead of spending it on getting a holy order. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Holy Order will actually end up being better. I mean, I suppose the logic is a Holy Order might be able to get more you might be able to get more troops and more value out of it for your 500 gold than you would for buying a single thing for yourself, but I don't know. In my head, it just feels not correct. Now, Holy Orders, I think, are an interesting situation for us here as well, because, in theory, we're trying to spread a new religion, so holy orders could be good to allow our vassals to attack people outside of our realm. So that could be cool. The other problem I find with holy orders is if somebody else already hires them, I believe you can also hire them. So it does kind of... it's kind of an odd thing where it's like, yeah, I'm going to buy it so I can use it later. But if it's not available later, then you're just kind of screwed. I don't know. Anyway, I'm actually going to let the feast end before we declare the war. There we go. Just so we can get the 30 opinion of everyone who attended and get actually a pretty significant amount of money. Looking at that amount of money, it almost makes me think that it's worth it to just do a feast on cooldown. Because if we can do a feast on cooldown... Oh, that wasn't even our real feast. That was just a feast that had popped up. Okay, interesting. I think it's almost worth it to do a feast on cooldown just to make people like us. Yeah, although maybe we'll do one after the war. Well, I'm just... They're no longer independent? I missed my opportunity? Oh, wait a sec. Was Sancrator not independent like half a second ago? Did they just accept that they just accepted vassalage or something? I guess so. Okay. Well, I was sure they weren't independent like 2 seconds ago. Well, we missed our opportunity, I guess, to declare the war. My bad. We could attack Jera. Okay. Let's attack Jera. I'm going to declare a Conquer County war on you. You have no allies, so we could probably just raise our men-at-arms and be happy here. Wait, do you have money? Yes, so you could buy some mercenaries, maybe. Let's raise our men-at-arms and see where we're at. How many troops do you have? A little bit more. Although... Oh, you learned Nordic, the Nordic language. That's cool. Maybe we'll raise just a few more. There we go. 600. Maybe a few more. That's way too many, but that's okay. I was trying to merge it so we still kept the higher level of quality, but whatever. Right, attack. I don't think it actually matters too much. I forgot to tell them to stop raising. Oops. Well, that was bad. Well, this is going to be a very quick war then. Losing more money than we should, but hey, we're going to win. Yeah, we crush it. Very surprised. How did you die? Old age. Oh, fair enough. Do we want to sway... How are we going to sway her? We say this one, she gains 10 opinion, and we lose some prestige for the sway. Let's do it. Right, we've taken this. Enforce demands. Nice. Disband our troops. Now, this land that we just picked up, do we want to keep it? There's no reason actually for us to immediately give away all of the land. I mean, there's a reason for us to give away the temple. There we go. So we'll just put in this vassal here. Oh, it's they're both temple holdings. Never mind. There is a reason for us to give it away. That's fine. I was just looking at it thinking, oh yeah, we could just like, you know, we could just hold on to it. But if they're both temple holdings, then we're not allowed to, well, we won't get anything from holding on to it. So, yeah. Anyway. What education are you doing? I don't really know what I want you to do here. I guess learning for just now? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you could become our prelate? I'm not really that bothered. I think you can be educated by our court tutor. That sounds fine. Right. Cool. We don't actually share a border with these guys. I think we could still declare the war if we wanted to, though. Yeah, we could take Cloudtop. Cloudtop is actually a holding we can hold on to. Yeah, let's declare for it. And we'll raise like a few less troops than last time. You have no money and you have one ally. I forgot to check who the ally was first, who also has no troops though. And is like a million miles away. Okay, cool. Let's raise our men here and then just walk our way in. I think we only need men at arms for this war. Cool. Attack. How many troops do you have? Same number. That's fine. Go. We finished a couple of our buildings. Our acquaintance died in the dungeons. Probably should have done something about that. What's this one? 2 palfreys. Archmaester Nevon of House Redoran has bestowed upon me a most gracious gift. A couple of well-bred palfreys. 1 mare and 1 stallion. My lady, my kinsman Ulfberth, beckons me over to the stallion. Look at these muscles and those hindquarters. This one would serve well in war. So you can serve the lords and ladies of the court. They'll fetch a good price, and this guy's like, what? I hate you? I mean, he already hates us, but that's fine. Or I'll train the stallion myself and I get a war mount. Let's get a war mount. Sure. That sounds cool. Yeah, I mean, the money would be nice, but like, war mount. Oh, what am I going to lose when a vassal dies? When you die... wait. Do you not only hold theocracy titles? Will that not just pass to, like... Yeah, you're not gonna... Oh, I see what would happen. Yeah, okay. So I was thinking, he holds theocracy titles. Would it not just pass down to the next person? No, because this person here, if he dies, his heir is this guy. So I need this person to marry. Can I arrange a marriage for you? Just send over somebody for him to marry? Oh, no, I want to marry somebody to him. How do I do that? I want to choose the other side first. I don't know. Yeah. Is there somebody young enough that we could marry to him? Who isn't, like, our family? No, not really. Well, maybe you. You might do. Although your fertility is 20% lower. Yeah, we could send her over, I suppose, but no. I think we'll let him marry himself. That's fine. But basically, if he dies, then our vassal will inherit that title. Although, if he's prior something is even in line. I guess he is, because he's not a monk, so... As in, he's not got the monk trait. So he's not disinherited. Anyway. Admiring the creature that now follows my every command, I must muse upon what to call him. Mythology. Sure. Mythological words are rich in grandeur. Oh, we don't have a theme for the horse. Okay, history. We shall name it Silverhoof, after the land of the legendary horseman. Sure. Seems fine. Scheme at court. Somebody's plotting against my grandmother Clarice. Okay. Attack. We've defeated those troops and captured enemy combatants. What I want to do now is select our army and just make sure that we have a siege leader if we have one in charge. Like, this guy would be great. I'll pay the money to recruit him. He seems pretty good. Yeah. Let's put him in there. He also has a million army commander traits, which is also kind of sweet. Right. So we've done that. I'm just thinking what we want to do next. There was something else I had. Nope. Not even... Ah, yes. Prisoners. That was it. I was trying to work out what I was thinking of. Will you convert? Nope. Alright. Well, I'm going to execute you for some piety, which will then also get us some devotion and start moving that forward. You. Well, because you're in charge of something and I can't ransom you, I'm just going to, like... I could negotiate your conversion, but I'm just going to execute you. There you go. It continues to raise our devotion, which is all good. Nothing we need to do here. Right. Chill. Scandalous priest. The Dragon Cult world was shocked to learn that my vassal, High Priest Sissel, has been embezzling money that her followers gave for charity. Just some random vassal. Okay. Wait, she's 250 and does not have an extended life trait? Is she a vampire? I'm getting a distinct feeling she might be a... Yeah, okay, there we go. Creeping Shadows. Maybe that's it. Nocturnal, herself cursed you, now every dark corner and shadowy turn can be fatal for you. Maybe that's it. Night Habits. Okay, vampire. So anyway, while scandals among the priesthood are nothing new, it's disquieting for one to occur so close to home. So we can condemn her and get ourselves some piety. Defend her and lose some, or stay silent. I'm going to condemn her and gain some piety, which, as we know, is also devotion. That's cool. And then we can get centralization, development, growth, and realm capital. Very nice. Means that our tech's going to go quicker. It's all good. Right. Clear this out. We can change your contract. Don't need to. Thought I'd just have a look, though. We can lawfully imprison this person for being a kinslayer. And then Bruma's died, and this is the new person in charge of Bruma. Okay. They actually like us, which is kind of neat. Marshal. You can be my marshal. That's absolutely fine. Yep. You like us, and you are actually our religion, so that's all fine. Yeah, good. We're making 8.5 now. We discovered communal government at the same time. What is communal government? Communal government. Was that what I was working on? Must be. Ah, yes, that one changes the existing development penalty to 35, which means actually we can get even more development in all of our holdings, which means that we can actually start like getting even faster tech. Building construction time is cool. I like that. Codified magic, magical studies. Yeah, okay. We'll gain a student magical trait with the ability to cast spells and rituals. That sounds useful. Yeah, let's take this one. Codified magical studies. Again, it's given me a reason to use it. That's what I want. Demand payment from you? Yeah, sure, I'll take it. That seems good. Right, prisoner captured in siege. Let's see what we want to do with Balba. You want to be recruited? Yeah, okay. That seems good. A physician trait always seems neat. Right. And then? Oh, did I never actually ended the war. Oh, thank you for the money, though. No, I'm not going to build a koi pond. Sorry. I don't want to. Right, enforce demands. We now hold Cloudtop, a castle holding, which we can actually hold. Cool. Which we can also raise control in as well. Wait, is that paying us money while out of control? Yeah, it's got a 0 on a control, so its taxes are reduced by 100%, still pays us money. That is a very positive sign. We'll send you to increase control there. Oh, it's not ours yet. There we go. There you go. Send you to increase control there. Demand payment. Sure, I'll take my 1 gold. I'm not that picky. And has that messed up our succession? It shouldn't have, because it's an extra holding. Yeah, it just means it will also be given away. That's fine. I don't care. It's absolutely okay. We do, at some point, want to have a look at getting heraldry. But, you know, that's going to be in about 19 months. If we can get heraldry, we get high partition, we keep half of our holdings. And then it actually becomes kind of beneficial to take more, because then you can hold on to your earlier ones. But anyway, I'll take Cloud Top. It seems that it's going to be good. Right. I want to hold a feast. Let's do it. I was just thinking there, is there a reason not to? Oh, wait. Another thing I want to do, court positions. I know, I jump around a lot. I will try and stick to some kind of pattern as to what we're doing. But yes, I just want to make sure if we have somebody who can fit one of these positions that we can stick them in here. No poets. That's all okay. Right. Feast. Just want to make people like us, because it has double benefit. People like us, which means they're less likely to plot against us, and people like us, therefore we're going to earn more money. Cool. Right. Go. So we lose some prestige. Next one. And the feast ends. We lose 150 gold. Wait, we lose even more gold? Oh, because we had to clean up for some reason? Oh, okay. But we also gain 30 opinion with everybody and gain, you know, like a reasonable increase to our money. So this is good. I'm happy with that. Learned the Nordic language. We're getting there here, actually. We are definitely getting here in this. Is there anything I can do to raise our piety? We gave away most of our artifacts, so we don't really have a lot left to do there. Oh, I remember the other thing I was going to say that we should do. We should do a marriage off, because we haven't done all the marriages in our court for a while. Just seems like a sensible thing to do. Because I noticed we had a lot available for that marriage thing earlier. So I wanted to make sure that we actually get everybody married off who can be married off. I mean, look at this. It's a huge list of people. And we can drag a ton of people into our court with this. You don't want to convert? That's fine. Yeah, you're pretty far away. That's fine. Range marriage. You can't marry? Must be one of these traits. One of them, I'm sure, will stop him from doing that. I don't know. He doesn't seem to be able to marry, so we'll just ignore him for just now. Can you marry? Yeah, because he has no find spouse button. I was wondering, the button's usually really obvious for, who you can, who can marry and where you can marry. And I was like, why am I having such trouble finding it? It's because it's somewhere completely different now. Yeah, let's drag you into our court. Why not? That seems fine. Next one. It's all just about getting new people into our court. It doesn't really matter who they marry in particular, although I should have done this first. Only get inheritable traits. Can I do inheritable traits and not at my court? No. Okay. How about Cameron Lamplight? Yeah, you seem good. Yeah, that's yet another high lifespan one being brought into our court and into our family. I'll take that. Right. Next, we have Mash. What a name. Mash. That's a good one. Right. You're going to drag... Oh, yeah, I also want to sort by prowess. We'll get there eventually. You know, it's like the first time we've done this. I say with obvious sarcasm. Right. Next. You marry. Sort by prowess. Find somebody like you. Get them into our court. Next. Hurt. Hurt. Sort by prowess. Find somebody who isn't already in our court. Evil antagonist. And then drag him to our court. That's fine. Next, we have Telka. Telka, sort by prowess. Find some... Oh, we also want, in this one... not ruler. There we go. Then we can grab people like Gidder Tistar and drag him into our court. Right. Next, we have Balba, who is very, very tall. Balba is going to marry Kulevin. Oh, wait, although he's 72. Poor health. Maybe we'll pick somebody like a little bit younger. Yeah, Theoden. Sure, let's drag you into our court. Seems fine. Next, Vekel. Vekel, sort by prowess. You're going to get Hema into our court. Next up, we have... wow, we have a lot of these. We have Lisa. Lisa, sort by prowess. We drag this guy into our court. Next up, we have you. Ah, yes, I remember you. You're the one that everybody else has got like a you could marry them thing. How about you marry Stolf? Sure, seems fine. And then I'm going to let it just run for a second to remove all of these people from the marriage pool, because there are quite a lot of them who are in it. So it'd just be nice to not have to like scroll past their name each time. Right. Find character. This now gives us a much shorter list, and it should mean that when I do find spouse, the other people are not in the list anymore. Yeah, you'll be fine. Send proposal. Next up, you sort by prowess. I'm just gonna actually just pick the person at the top here. Let's just make it like a little bit quicker of a process. Unless we've got somebody in particular that we need to get married off. Agnes. Seems fine. I'll do an occasional check to see that they're not already in our court. But apart from that, we'll just marry them off. Although if they're in our court, it's not the worst thing in the world for them to marry off. It just means we're not dragging new people to our court. I think actually that showed me that I could do it from a different hover. Let me just check here. So sort by prowess. Yeah, you can see the courtier of that person. That's probably the better way to do this. Okay, cool. Length. Let's do another prowess. Yeah, we can drag you into our court. That seems good. Now we'll unpause, let this slot go. Cool. Yep. All fine. Cool. Right. So they're now all married off. We've got an even shorter list. Time to drag more people to our court. So we'll do prowess. Drag this person to our court. Right. Next. You. I'm also realizing if we drag people who have like jobs like court mage and and physician, what it's probably going to do is it's going to make the vassals like have to like refill those positions. So what they're going to do is they're going to end up like using the decisions effectively to get new court physicians, or they're going to like spawn out of nowhere, which will be cool. Yeah, let's just marry these two together. That gets him off the list. But yeah, it's going to get them to get new court physicians. They're going to be generated out of nowhere. And then that's going to in turn mean that there are more people that we can marry off later. So in a way, this is like just incredibly beneficial for us to do. Because it just fills the world with a lot more people of our culture and religion. In theory. Assuming that, of course, that the vassals are our culture and religion. But, you know, we can make certain assumptions. It's fine. Sifnar. You're going to marry Thora. Yep. It's fine. And then Vanek. You're going to marry Urknir. Sure. That seems fine. Right. That's the last set of marriages done. So they're now all married off. Means everybody in our court is married off now. Which is great. I mean, we can double check that actually. Yeah, everyone except the guy who can't marry is married off. That seems perfect. So that now means that we have a ton of new people in our court, which is just good in general, I'd say. Now, I'm looking around. Oh, you know what we should look at before I look around? How much do people hate me? They do not hate me for being in an offensive war. That's all I really needed to check. So we can declare more wars if we wanted to. Wonder if we want to take something like Wayrest or Stonehelm. I mean, Redoran is still out of our range, as is Halu, because they're allied to each other, right? Yeah, because they're allied to each other, that kind of causes us issues. You're just like way too strong as a baseline. So maybe we just expand over here. We take some of these guys, and that gives us a little bit more that we can use against these ones over here. Just if we have a way to. Like, do we have a way to declare war against you? Like, I mean, we could seize the kingdom, which is de jure. That's an option. Raid for captives, which is something we haven't done, actually, in a while. It does get us piety, actually. Ooh, maybe we do that. We can capture some people and we can get rid of them as well. And maybe I just choose someone like Tanith, who seems fairly weak. And then we just like declare our captives war. Where are these people? By the way, who you're allied to. So you're there. Okay, and your other one is there. Okay, so we could declare something like that. Is there anyone with no allies near us? Like, yeah, like these guys. Riverpoint. I have no reason to take their lands, but we could declare a raid for captives. Yeah, that seems good. Let's do it. Then down here, we're going to do a little bit of a rally point. We'll see how many they come up with here. Silverhoof, trusty steed. A renowned trainer has approached me after hearing rumors of my mighty mount Silverhoof and offers me her services. I'll ask in return a small compensation. Stronger, swifter, and more endurance, fiercer. That's what I pay the master of the horse for. Or I'm not interested. That is what I pay the master of the horse for, although I don't pay the master of the horse, but whatever. Hey! I lost war mount and gained strong war mount, which gets us levy size and prowess. Love it. Okay. Attack. Oh, we could put in the person with 1,000,000 traits. There we go. Go for it. It still thinks we're going to win, so like I kind of feel like I'm just going to go for it, and we'll see whether it's right or not. I don't really want to raise any more troops. Let's go. Getting 50 gold. I'm a little bit worried that the AI also thinks they're going to win. Never mind, we crushed it. Hey, the banner was destroyed. We're getting there. This one's also going to be destroyed. Our artifact problem will be fixed. Nice. We captured some enemy combatants. The entire point of this one is to execute them, but if we find anybody that we want, like potentially this person, might as well just demand a conversion. You were 50 gold. I'll take my 50 gold. You? You don't seem that good. I mean, you would convert, but instead I'm going to execute you. There we go. Right. The whole point of this one's to get captives, so we might as well just do it. I said farewell. I recruited them. What do you mean farewell? Right. Taking this, capturing more prisoners. An Argonian. Ooh, we haven't had an Argonian yet. Let's recruit them. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, so that's an Argonian who's going to be our religion. Let me just test something here as well. There's nobody eligible to marry because nobody can marry this Argonian. Because we have no dragon cult people who would be, like, eligible. Okay, interesting. Just thought I'd check. As I heard that, I think it was like Argonians and Khajiits can't intermarry, or something was something I heard, and I was like, oh, I wonder how they did that. Must be like a hidden trait somewhere that says like, I'm an Argonian, therefore I can't marry everyone else. Maybe it's because she's aging, I don't know, but anyway, that's fine. You know what we could do actually, to test this? What I could do is I could clear out these and just see whether we've got anyone who would say yes. Yeah, so we have nobody who would say yes. So, that's fine. Oh, I also realized we already have the fertility thing set to fertile, so when I've been like, yeah, they'll have more children, they won't have more children, I don't really need to do that. Although I still disagree with some of the outcomes, like some of them where it's like, yeah, they could have more children, but it's going to be within like 3 years. Like, if they don't have a child then they're not going to have children. I think that's still worth looking at, but I just realized it does actually tell you, which is probably useful. Hey, we captured a valuable hostage. I don't care. The purpose of this one is not to capture valuable hostages. The purpose of this one is to execute valuable hostages. Yeah, sure. Let's execute them. Oh, that invalidated my war? Oh, really? Oh, okay. Well, that's not ideal. But fine, whatever. I can ransom you for 30 gold. Cool. You? You any good? Not really. Executed. You? Not really. Executed. You? You're pretty good. You can survive. Yeah. It's fine. Right. Disband all. Horse enthusiast. My brother Prince Akar looks Silverhoof's up and down, nodding approvingly. Is he my master of the horse? No. It's a mighty fine horse you have here, my high queen. If you would allow me to take him for a ride, I'd be very grateful. Enjoy yourself, and no one rides Silverhoof but me. Yeah, enjoy yourself. Why not? Like, I'm not that precious about it. Check back over here. How are people feeling about me declaring wars? They're absolutely okay with it. Let's maybe do some building. Let's upgrade this so we get even faster building construction time. Let's upgrade that because we can. Let's upgrade that because we can. And now I'm just gonna, like, declare the same war again, basically, against the next people. Yeah. I declare my raid for captives against you. We will raise our men at arms and we'll go for it again. I mean, you have even less troops than last time, so it seems like it should work out for us. Let's go. Child of my dynasty, Yolf. Okay, so Yolf is this random person's child. Okay, that's fine. New cultural era. We're in the time of pretenders. So that has given us some things where it's, yeah, it means court positions cost more, our amenities cost more, which is going to hurt. And we get more cultural wait, we get another cultural tradition? Oh ho! Can we finally get Mage Kings? Sorcerer Kings? Yes. And we actually get it for base price. Yes, 100%. I want Sorcerer Kings. I can't establish it because I established another one too recently. Aw, I thought we could do it because we're not overriding. Anyway. That's fine. I'm going to switch from what we're working on, which is this, which is codified magical studies, and I'm going to switch to heraldry because I think high partition is going to be really good for us. Right. Talking of heirs, by the way, who is our heir? Like, yeah, for the High Kingdom of Skyrim, it is my actual heir. Okay. There has been suggestions that I could kill him and then potentially play as my heir's heir. Or not kill him, disinherit him. I mean, that's an option, I suppose. We'll see where things turn out with their education, though. But I don't know. We could maybe do that. She does have much better traits than he does. I don't know. I'm kind of 50-50 on it. They're both going to live a long time. We got time to think about that kind of thing. Hey, that's a person in our dynasty with lifespan 2. So Najada is going to be around a very long time. That's good for us to see. Child of my dynasty. Orvir. Okay. Yes, another random member of our dynasty. But yeah, a lot of people having children because we married them all off. We need a new court jester. I captured a valuable hostage. What we're going to do is we're going to ransom you off for 60 gold, and then we're going to carry on with our life. Yeah, you got additional taxes as well for even more money. Right. Something else I was going to do. Yes, court jester died. In here, let's find ourselves a new court jester. I could put Swanhaver in as our court jester. That just seems rude, if I'm honest, after all the time that she's been in our family. Just be like, now you're our jester. No, I'd rather not. Putting this person. They're not that good, but, you know, it gets us court grandeur and court grandeur change and stress relieving activities. Seems okay. And then do we have anybody who can be our poet? No. Okay. Carry on. Thank you for the 60 gold. Really appreciate it. Child of my dynasty, Rizzy. Okay. Got another 10 gold. We can head along here. Is somebody attacking these guys, by the way, for anything else? Nope. They're just walking through the land. Alright, fine. Next place. Child of my dynasty, Idis. Hey, Amazonian genius. That is a fantastic character. In the base game, that would be everything you'd ever want. Okay. Cool. Well, not quite everything, but you get what I'm meaning. Like, that would be pretty good. We're now known as the ruler of the Four Horizons. Cool. I like that nickname. Right. Carry on the first siege. Stewardship perk available. We can go tax women and go down this route, I suppose, if we wanted to do that. There's not really a lot else that I care about here. Popular opinion is nice, but the rest of it I don't really care about. Positions of power is an interesting one. Go down this way, go likable to get direct vassal, positions of power, and then we can convert if people are on our council. Yeah, let's take that. Meritocracy is kind of bad, but the rest of it's pretty good. Well, meritocracy is actually very good. The only reason it's bad is because we don't have somebody above us to claim the throne of. So that's fine. I guess I'll just win the war. Yeah, sure. That's all okay. So I gain that. I gain a number of courtiers to take prisoner. And yeah, then we can just deal with them. So you seem okay. I'll convert you. You seem not so okay. I'm going to execute you. You seem like an elf. So I'll recruit you. You seem not so good. I'll execute you. Cool. So our level of devotion is actually going up pretty fast here. Love it. Oh, we have to spend piety to release marked sacrifices? Oh, I didn't even know that. But now we do. So, I mean, that's fine. It doesn't lower our devotion. So that's all that we really care about there. Can I declare another one? I assume we have a truce. Yeah. How long is the truce? Truce with River Point is 5 years. Okay, a 5-year truce. Somebody along here I could attack. You have 14,000 troops. Probably don't want to attack you then, huh? Tanith, you have pretty much no troops. You are allied to a couple of people. People you're allied with don't have a lot of troops either. We could go in here and just take a few people from them, I suppose. Continue looking around here, see if there's anybody who's like incredibly weak. Everybody's so strong in this mod. Like everybody's got 20,000 troops. I kind of like it, but I also at the same time I'm like, could you just chill? There's no easy targets. Tava's Blessing, you're allied to all the people who have troops. Tanith is our easiest target. Alright, I'm going to declare a war on Tanith, raid for captives. Where's their capital? It's here. Okay. I'm going to have to raise a few extra troops for this one, but that's alright. Raid for captives. Right. I was also looking at the length of the episode. We can go a little bit longer. I did see that some people were some people were questioning the length of the episode of the artifacts in it, because like half the episode was artifacts, and that's a fair point. We could maybe have done that off camera. I don't know. One of my reasons to be transparent for not doing that sort of thing off camera is quite often I have a very limited recording time. So my thought is, like, if I had done that off camera, the episode would have been like 20 minutes long. So, like, it wouldn't be like you would get an extra 20 minutes of gameplay. You would just get, you know, that would be it. You would just get the bit at the end rather than all of the artifact giving away bit. Which you might prefer, but my logic is it's a, you know, video you can skip forward. But today we have a little bit longer, so we'll do a little bit more just to make up for it, I guess. I've dedicated my life to studying and writing commentaries on ancient Syro-Nordic lore. Perhaps the ruins found in Solitude could advance my own studies. I'm willing to part for a palpable sum of drakes in return for your cooperation. 300 gold. We can try and roll it to get more, or no. Yeah, sure, 300 gold, I don't care. Silverhoof, the sick steed. As Silverhoof trudges out of the stable, dragging his legs and hanging his head, there can be no doubt my friend is sick. The stable master assures me there is a cure to be found for what ails him, but it comes at a hefty price. Sure, I mean, I'll pay the money, I just got 300 gold for nothing. The Solitude ruins have been very interesting. The plethora of ancient artifacts to be found at the site is astounding. I've discovered many great things. My servants are on their way to your abode to share some of my discoveries. I have found insurmountable amounts of treasure and wish to share some of them with you as a token of gratitude. Oh, thank you very much for the money. Okay. Well, I feel like there was some karma in there. You finished converting faith. Wonderful. Can you convert faith in Loudtop next? Thank you. That will be ideal. 5 years. Cool. How much is this paying us now? Not an incredible amount, but it is paying us. It's definitely paying us. Right. Next siege. Ulfberth murdered Ulfwen. Okay. Well, I don't know why you would do that, but okay. Good to know. We've now won another one. Hey, you want to give me 50 gold? Do appreciate it. Head down here. And we'll just get to the next thing that we're sieging. Nice. We haven't actually got a lot of like prisoners. We got so many prisoners in the first war, and then every subsequent war we just got none. Okay. Hey, an enemy combatant. You currently hold land. I can get 30 gold for you. Sure, let's get 30 gold. It's a very expensive war, to be honest. Cool, we won that siege. Captured more prisoners. You're worth no money. I think we execute you for 250. I clicked off of that too quickly. I was trying to figure out why it was 250. I accidentally double clicked. But yes, cool, that's a lot. Level of devotion just went up. We can reinstate dragon rule. Lovely. Wait for them to lock in. I'm going to attack them deliberately. Cool. That actually got us the win. Cool. Let's enforce our demands. Wonderful. Disband. We got something else in here. Consecrate a new holy site in the capital. Ooh. Interesting. Our capital county will become a new holy site. Rulers will be able to visit it during pilgrimage. And our capital already has a holy special building, but we'll be able to reuse it for our own purposes. Ooh. It's kind of cool. Let's just see. Do we want to do that? So what's the one that we currently have as a holy special building? It must be one of these two. Yeah, so actually I don't want to do that because that'll probably replace one of these two, because these are our this is our special building. You know what? Let's see what it does. Yeah, let's see what it does. Let's do a save. Instead of just assuming what it's going to do, let's find out what it's actually going to do. Right. Now I know this is going to delay us getting the dragon rule because we also need the piety, but we can sort that out in a second. Right, I would love to do this. So, holy special building will be able to reuse it. So this is the Blue Palace. This is what it currently gives us. Let's do it. So, if I check this now, this is exactly the same, I think. Okay, so it did nothing in terms of that. That's fine. For years, my dragon cult's brethren have worshipped the divine around the settlement of Solitude, praying in small churches and forming small congregations. With some work and religious will, I have managed to build the foundations of a new centre of spirituality and religious worship in Solitude, and pilgrims from all over the province have already started to travel here. Word is now spreading among the faithful that Solitude is now a proper holy site. It gets his fervour, it gets his piety for 5 years, and that's it. Okay, I'm going to reload. We now know what that does. We will... Actually, wait a second. Before we reload, it does something else as well. It gives us a benefit. No special effect. Oh. Alright, let's just wait a little bit as well. I just want to see what this is doing. So this is identical. There is no special building as far as I can tell. Okay, cool. I'm going to reload that. So we can choose the other decision that is probably a little bit more interesting right now. Right, there we go. Let's do a little reload. Shouldn't take too long to jump into this one. And then, yeah, we should reinstate dragon rule. Let's clear this out. Right, I need to wait a little bit, otherwise it's going to think that vassals are stronger than us. That'll fix itself. Yeah, somebody was snaking my court, that's fine. Wait another month. That goes away. Cool. We're back to where we were like a second ago. Let's now reinstate dragon rule. Keizaal is the ancestral center of the dragon cult's power. We can restore Keizaal and reinstate the rule of dragons. Vokrai Dovarel, down with the rule of men. Long live the dragon cult. Vokrai Dova Sulek. So, Skyrim will be renamed to Keizaal. You'll be presented with the opportunity to switch your capital to Bromjunar, the site of the Labyrinthium and the ancient seat of the dragon cult if it is within your realm. You'll be visited by a representative of the dragons. I don't really want to switch our capital, but let's just double check. What is it? It's Brom Junar. No. Labyrinthium. There we go. This one? Yeah, this one. Oh, okay. So, wait, never mind. I was going to say, oh, wait, so that's not, like, for a second I thought it was a mountain one. No, it's what this guy holds. So, will it create the labyrinthium? I suppose we have a save, like, 10 seconds before this, so let's just do it and see what happens. Yes. Reinstate dragon rule. Keizaal los un. Since the ruinous dragon war, these lands have been cast into turmoil, caught in the tides of petty mortal wars and the false peace under complacent, guileless kings. But no more. I have reforged this land like a blade and held it aloft heavenward as an offering to the dragons. Soon the shadow of great wings will fall upon this land like a protective spell, and great claws will seize upon me to name me their champion, the one true king below the gods. I proclaim the return in the dragon's tongue as if it were a shout. Keizaal los un. Skyrim is ours, reborn 3 times. In Dragonfire, in Isgrim's tongue, in time without time. The mountains, the trees, the rivers, and the forests hear and submit. My subjects hear and understand. Resistance will come, of course. If none else, the greybeards and their treasonous patron will rile up those who defy us. Let them. I could not ask for a better feast to prepare for the arrival. Ancient shadow and dust follow in my wake. I'm certain this portends an old and powerful guest, who will arrive to bestow upon me the greatest of honours. I should make sure to receive such an august presence in a seat that befits it. To my current domain, or let us depart to Brom Junar, where our ancestors ruled. So that's going to make this my capital, but like it's a temple holding, so we won't get any money from it. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. Also, let me just check here. Yeah, so it's a temple holding, so we get no money from it. Well, maybe that'll change in a second. A tempting offer. Finally, the emissary arrives, a withered old dragon priest bearing the tattered robes of his ancient and noble station. Accosts me one night in the empty corridors of my palace. His cracked lips come unfurled, and a whisper like howling wind, miles in the distance, addresses me in Dovazul. Do not ask whence I came, O High Queen, for I gave my word to Sarotnax ne'er to speak it. Know only that dragons will return, sooner now that you have prepared a perch for them. Long ago I was granted these masks to keep, for it is foretold that one would be claimed by one who fits thy mantle. He produces a few masks from beneath his rags, each pulsing with great powers from beyond the maw of time. So we can take the mask Krojul and gain an artifact and change your name. I can take Panarin. I can take Onakan, or I shall forge my own destiny without the boons of the dragons. Let's be Quanarin. So that's now our name. Okay, do we have a new artifact? Yes. So instead of the Crown of Verity, we now have this one. It gives us Prestige, Renown, Dread Gain, Court Grandeur bonus, and Arcana. Okay, oh, and now we wear a mask. I see. Like, mechanically, this capital sucks. Can I change it? No, and also nothing else is going to happen. Okay, I'm going to create a save here. So this is after the event. I don't want to change our capital because changing our capital is... that's the wrong one. I went into autopilot mode because every time I save the game, I close it, basically. Because I'm finished recording. So I was like, oh yeah, we're done. No, we're going to switch this around and then we're going to do it again, but keep our capital. Because we 100% do not want to have the temple holding. It's just garbage. I don't know whether there's an option later that makes it better, but like currently it's garbage. And it didn't seem like there was going to be a pop-up. Anyway, we wait two months so everything fixes itself. Ends our scheme to sway? No. Swear. Again. I guess not. She's irritated at me. Okay, wait for that to disappear. Food taster is gone because Clarice is dead. There we go. So that's now gone. Do it. I shall rule from my current domain. Attempting offer. Oh, we have 3 different names. We can be Ruvak, Sosal, or Nalot. I want to be Ruvak. We're pregnant. Oh, okay. Is this the exact same? It is the exact same. We will wear our mask. We need a guardian for Ondi. Ondi is going to be... what are you doing, Marshall? Yeah. That's to marry. That would explain why that's not working. Marshall. There we go. Yeah, you're probably fine. Let's go with that person. Okay. Cool. We now have a new sword. I am going to give this sword away. Probably to Telka. Gift artifact, the Syro-Nordic sword. There we go. Don't need it. Cool. Right, so that's done. Clear those out. And now we have reinstated dragon rule. Fantastic. We still haven't summoned a dragon yet, but like that's pretty cool. Yeah. Okay. If we completely controlled Skyrim and 2 empires with Azure land, yeah, and we had some of this, we could start establishing Lingua Tamrelis to change the language. So what does it do? It pushes for my language to be the official language of the empire. Yeah. So what is our language right now? Our language would be Cyrodiilic language. Can I change? Oh no, you see, yeah, of course you can't change your language to be the dragon language. Huh. Let me think about how we could do this. Does everyone get their... Yeah, so everyone gets a language. Right? I just had a thought about how we could maybe do this. Also, we're now Keizaal. I'm going to do a save again before this one because it's a little bit weird. But I had a thought of how we could change our court language. All I would need to do is find someone like you, right? So you are Syro-Nordic. So if I gave you independence... that's the wrong one. So if I gave you independence, right? You're now an independent realm. Your language should be the Dragon Cult's language. So now, if I alter the language here... Court language none. Okay, that's fine. Well, let's just test something else with someone bigger. Yeah, Ravenscar. Cool. Although maybe it's tied to their culture as well. That's the problem. It could be their culture's language. Yeah, 'cause she doesn't actually know it. So I need somebody who speaks that language as well. Who speaks the language, though? I would need to find... Yeah, I think I need to find a culture that speaks that language. Yeah, I don't know if there are any. There might have been at the start of the game, but we probably pushed them out. Yeah. Interesting. So my logic was, right? If I find somebody who speaks that language as their only language, this was a bad example. They probably wouldn't have worked either because they're my culture. I was thinking if I found somebody who speaks the Dovazul language as their first language, then I could potentially use them to, like, I could give them a title that has a court, make them independent. Then I could choose their court language, which would then allow us to have the court language be our court language. How about you? You're Syro-Nordic as well, huh? Yeah. Yeah, so finding somebody who actually has it is kind of difficult. So Mountain Orc isn't going to be it. I'm assuming it's going to be based on culture. Yeah, so there's nobody here. I'm going to reload anyway, so we'll try something in a second, but I just wanted to see. No, okay. So nobody has it that we can find. Let's just pick someone like the Reach. They're definitely going to end up having a... Can't grant independence. Is the Jure vassal, so I need to find somebody who's not the Jure. Hrothgar? There we go. Grant independence. Right, so they're now independent. So now, if I go to their court, what language is it? Ah, see, it's Cyrodiilic, because it's the same language as the culture rather than the same language as the religion. Because the religions don't have languages in the base game. Only our religion has a language because it's the dragon cult one. Okay. Yeah. So we need to find somebody who speaks Dovazul as their first language. How would I even know, like, who I'm looking for? The problem is I don't even know who I'm looking for. There was somebody over here who starts with it. Somebody in one of these ones. Oh, this is Bruma. No, so it's like down here. One of these ones starts with the religion. So maybe there's some... I might have wiped it out, though. Yeah, this one's... there's someone down here that starts with the dragon cult one. Wondering whether there's someone down here with a different culture. Cultures? Yeah, only shows me like the... Yeah, only shows me the culture of the actual land. Yeah. I guess I want to have a look at the individual people within that land. Yeah, I think we might be on a losing pattern here. I don't think there's any way for us to find somebody who happens to have a different culture. I don't know. I'm trying to think where else there might be Dovazul. Like, the only other thought I could think of is Solstheim. Skal? Skal speaks the Skal language. Ah. I was like, that's a different one. Riekling is Goblin. Skull. Yeah, so none of them are gonna be it. East Marcher. Yeah. Okay, cool. I can do this again just to double check that there's nothing else that I would think might have it. Yeah, nobody else has it. Okay, but that would be a way for us to... I was just thinking that would actually be a way for us to convert our... to convert our court language over, is if we were to find somebody who happened to have the court language, we make them independent, we then take their court language. But, yeah. Cannot do that. So... what I think we're going to do is we're going to end the episode there. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.